chosen one, what I'm about to reveal will fundamentally transform your understanding of every attack you've survived, every trial that nearly destroyed you, every scheme that seemed designed to end your existence completely. Because something extraordinary happened in your darkest moments. Something so paradoxical it defies human logic. Something so divinely orchestrated it reveals the limitless creativity of heavenly strategy. The devil tried to end you. He orchestrated attacks meant to destroy you completely, coordinated trials designed to break you permanently, crafted schemes intended to eliminate you entirely. But in his arrogance, in his rage, in his desperation to stop you, he made a catastrophic miscalculation. Every attack he sent to destroy you ended up strengthening you. Every trial he designed to break you ended up building you. Every scheme he orchestrated to eliminate you ended up establishing you. The devil tried to end you, but ended up protecting you. Not intentionally, not willingly, not knowingly, but functionally, practically, effectively. His attacks drove away every person who would have betrayed you later. His trials burned away every weakness that would have destroyed you eventually. His schemes removed every distraction that would have derailed you permanently. The devil tried to end you. But God used the devil's attacks to protect you. Used the devil's schemes to prepare you. Used the devil's trials to position you. This is the ultimate cosmic irony. This is the supreme divine strategy. This is the final demonstration of God's sovereignty. The devil works his worst. God converts it to your best. The devil launches his most vicious attacks. God transforms them into your most valuable protection. The devil executes his most elaborate schemes. God redirects them into your most effective preparation. The enemy thought he was destroying you. He was actually protecting you from things that would have genuinely destroyed you, from people who would have truly ended you, from circumstances that would have actually eliminated you. Tonight you're going to understand exactly how the devil's attacks against you became divine protection for you. How demonic schemes designed for your destruction became heavenly strategies for your preservation. How satanic trials meant for your elimination became supernatural preparation for your elevation. You're going to see why every attack that didn't kill you made you stronger, not despite the devil's intention, but because of God's intervention. Not avoiding the devil's purpose, but transforming the devil's purpose. Not escaping the devil's plan, but converting the devil's plan into divine protection that saved you from worse things, prepared you for greater things, positioned you for better things. The devil tried to end you, but ended up protecting you. This is your testimony, this is your reality, this is your truth. And understanding this will change everything about how you view your past pain, how you interpret your previous attacks, how you process your former trials. Nothing was wasted, everything was used. Every attack became protection, every scheme became strategy, every trial became training. The devil meant it for evil, God used it for protection. The devil intended destruction. God converted it to preservation. The devil designed elimination. God transformed it to preparation. Let me take you back to the beginning of the devil's campaign against you, when he first identified you as threat, when he first marked you for destruction, when he first decided you had to be eliminated before you could fully step into your calling, before you could completely walk into your purpose, before you could totally fulfill your destiny. The devil saw your potential before you did. He recognized your calling before you acknowledged it. He understood your destiny before you embraced it. And that recognition terrified him. That awareness enraged him. That understanding motivated him to launch attacks so severe, so sustained, so strategic that they would eliminate you before you could become what he saw you were meant to become. His first attack came through people. He sent individuals into your life who seemed like blessings but were actually assignments, who appeared as friends but functioned as enemies, who presented as supporters but operated as saboteurs. These people were strategically placed to betray you at critical moments, to abandon you during crucial seasons, to destroy you through intimate access. The devil's plan was elegant. Get close to you, gain your trust, learn your vulnerabilities, then strike when you're most exposed, most dependent, most vulnerable to betrayal. But something happened the devil didn't anticipate. God allowed these people to reveal themselves before they could do maximum damage, before they could execute full betrayal, before they could accomplish complete destruction. The devil's attack through toxic people ended up protecting you by exposing who couldn't be trusted before you entrusted them with more, by revealing who would betray you before you made yourself more vulnerable to them, by showing who was assigned against you before you gave them more access to you. The attack meant to destroy you through people actually protected you from those people, saved you from deeper betrayal, preserved you from greater harm. You see it now, don't you? That person who hurt you early saved you from worse hurt later. That betrayal that devastated you then prevented destruction that would have annihilated you eventually. That abandonment that broke your heart at that time protected your life for this time. The devil sent them to end you. But their early revelation ended up protecting you from the catastrophic damage they would have caused if they'd stayed longer, gained more trust, achieved deeper access. The devil tried to end you through toxic people, but ended up protecting you from those same toxic people by exposing them prematurely. His second attack came through circumstances. He orchestrated situations designed to break you financially, destroy you emotionally, eliminate you spiritually. Loss after loss, crisis after crisis, disaster after disaster. The timing was strategic. The coordination was calculated. The intensity was overwhelming. The devil wanted you drowning in difficulties, crushed by circumstances, destroyed by disasters that came so fast and so relentlessly that you'd have no time to recover, no space to breathe, no capacity to survive. But something happened the devil didn't expect. Each circumstantial attack built strength you didn't have before, developed resilience you didn't possess previously, created capacity you weren't carrying formerly. The financial disasters forced you to learn provision doesn't come from human sources, but divine sources. The emotional crises compelled you to discover peace doesn't depend on external circumstances, but internal connection to God. The spiritual attacks required you to develop faith that's tested by fire, proven by pressure, refined by resistance. The devil tried to end you through circumstances, but ended up protecting you by forcing you to develop capabilities you'd need for your destiny, by compelling you to build capacity you'd require for your calling, by requiring you to create resilience you'd need for your purpose. Those circumstances that nearly destroyed you then prepared you for challenges that would have definitely destroyed you later if you hadn't been strengthened by surviving the earlier attacks. The devil meant those circumstances for your elimination. God used those circumstances for your preparation, for your protection against future attacks you'd face that required the strength you developed surviving these attacks. His third attack came through isolation. He removed people from your life, created distance between you and others, manufactured loneliness so profound that you felt completely alone, totally abandoned, entirely forsaken. The devil's strategy was psychological. Isolated people are vulnerable people. Alone people are weak people. Abandoned people are broken people. He wanted you so isolated that you'd compromise to have company. So alone that you'd settle to have connection. So lonely that you'd accept toxic relationships just to feel less abandoned. But something happened the devil didn't plan for. The isolation he created to break you actually protected you from settling for less than you deserve, from accepting less than God intended, from tolerating less than you're worth. The loneliness forced you into deeper relationship with God that you wouldn't have developed if you'd been surrounded by people. Into more profound understanding of yourself that you couldn't have achieved if you'd been distracted by relationships. Into stronger self-sufficiency that you wouldn't have built if you'd been dependent on others. The devil tried to end you through isolation, but ended up protecting you from premature connections that would have been wrong people at wrong time. From toxic relationships you would have accepted out of loneliness, from settling for less than God's best because you were desperate for anyone rather than waiting for the right one. That isolation that felt like abandonment was actually protection from relationships that would have truly destroyed you, from people who would have genuinely ended you, from connections that would have actually derailed your destiny. His fourth attack came through shame. He highlighted every mistake you made, amplified every failure you experienced, broadcasted every weakness you possessed. He wanted you drowning in shame so deep that you'd disqualify yourself from your calling, so heavy that you'd walk away from your purpose, so overwhelming that you'd abandon your destiny. The devil knows shame is paralyzing, that condemnation is debilitating, that guilt is destroying. He wanted you so ashamed of your past that you couldn't walk into your future. But something happened the devil didn't foresee. The shame he weaponized to destroy you actually became the foundation for radical acceptance of yourself. Complete honesty about yourself, total authenticity in yourself. When you've been exposed at your worst and survived, you stop fearing exposure. When you've been seen at your lowest and endured, you stop performing perfection. When you've been revealed in your weakness and continued, you stop pretending strength you don't have. The shame that should have ended you instead freed you from needing to maintain images, from having to project personas, from requiring to hide reality. The devil tried to end you through shame, but ended up protecting you from the exhausting performance of false perfection, from the draining maintenance of inauthentic personas, from the depleting projection of manufactured images. The shame forced you into authenticity that actually protects you from the destruction that comes from living double lives, from the collapse that follows maintaining false images, from the implosion that results from hiding real self while projecting fake self. His fifth attack came through delays. He blocked your progress, stalled your advancement, prevented your elevation. Opportunities you deserved went to others. Promotions you earned were given elsewhere. Breakthroughs you'd worked for remained just beyond reach. The devil wanted you so discouraged by delay that you'd give up before breakthrough, quit before manifestation, abandon before fulfillment. He knows timing is critical, that premature arrival can be as destructive as never arriving, that getting something before you're ready can destroy faster than never getting it at all. But something happened the devil didn't account for. The delays he orchestrated to destroy you through discouragement actually protected you from arriving before you were ready, from achieving before you were prepared, from receiving before you could handle it. Those delays that felt like denial were actually development, like rejection were actually preparation, like blockage were actually protection from premature arrival that would have destroyed you. The devil tried to end you through delays, but ended up protecting you from success you weren't ready to sustain, from elevation you weren't prepared to maintain, from blessing you weren't developed enough to steward. That job you didn't get then protected you from stress that would have destroyed your health. That relationship that didn't work protected you from connection that would have derailed your destiny. That opportunity that closed protected you from exposure you weren't mature enough to handle. The devil meant those delays to discourage you into quitting. God used those delays to protect you from premature arrival. Now let me show you the specific ways the devil's attacks ended up protecting you in areas he intended to destroy you. Because recognizing this will transform how you interpret your past, how you understand your present, how you anticipate your future. First, in your character. The devil attacked your character intending to corrupt you, to compromise you, to destroy your integrity. But every character attack ended up protecting your character by forcing you to decide who you are when pressured, by requiring you to define your values when tested, by compelling you to establish your boundaries when violated. Those attacks on your character where the devil tempted you to compromise actually protected you by clearly revealing to yourself and others what you won't do, what you won't accept, what you won't become regardless of pressure. Every temptation you resisted strengthened your character. Every compromise you refused established your integrity. Every boundary you maintained protected your identity. The devil attacked your character intending to destroy it, but ended up protecting your character by giving you opportunities to prove it, test it, establish it in ways that wouldn't have been possible without the attacks. Second, in your discernment. The devil sent deception intending to deceive you, to mislead you, to confuse you into making destructive decisions. But every deceptive attack ended up protecting your discernment by teaching you to recognize deception, to detect manipulation, to perceive schemes. The lies you encountered trained you to recognize truth. The manipulation you experienced educated you to identify authenticity. The schemes you survived taught you to perceive agendas. Those deceptive attacks where the devil tried to fool you actually protected you by developing discernment that now keeps you from being fooled, by creating wisdom that now prevents you from being deceived, by building perception that now stops you from being manipulated. The devil attacked with deception intending to mislead you into destruction, but ended up protecting you by forcing you to develop discernment that now shields you from deception, defends you from manipulation, guards you from schemes you encounter. Third, in your dependencies. The devil attacked your dependencies intending to create addictions, to establish unhealthy attachments, to generate destructive neediness. He tried to make you dependent on substances, on people, on circumstances that would control you, drain you, destroy you. But every attack on your dependencies ended up protecting you by breaking you free from unhealthy attachments, by forcing you to release toxic dependencies, by compelling you to develop healthy self-sufficiency. Those attacks where the devil tried to addict you actually protected you by revealing the dangers of dependency on anything other than God, by exposing the destruction that comes from needing what isn't meant to sustain you, by demonstrating the weakness that results from depending on what can't support you. The devil attacked to create destructive dependencies, but ended up protecting you from destructive dependencies by forcing you to break free before those dependencies destroyed you completely. Fourth, in your priorities. The devil attacked your priorities intending to distract you with good things that aren't God's things, to occupy you with important things that aren't essential things, to consume you with urgent things that aren't ultimate things. He wanted your time and energy invested in pursuits that look productive but aren't purposeful, that seem valuable but aren't vital, that appear significant but aren't strategic to your actual calling. But every attack on your priorities ended up protecting your priorities by stripping away everything non-essential, by removing everything merely important, by eliminating everything that looked good but wasn't God's best. Those attacks that seemed to take everything from you actually protected you by revealing what actually matters, by exposing what's truly essential, by clarifying what's genuinely vital. The devil attacked to distract your priorities, but ended up protecting your priorities by burning away distractions, stripping away diversions, eliminating alternatives until only your true calling remained. Fifth, in your identity. The devil attacked your identity intending to confuse you about who you are, to make you doubt your calling, to cause you to question your purpose. He wanted you defining yourself by your failures rather than your destiny, by your weaknesses rather than your strengths, by your past rather than your future. He used voices of criticism, opinions of others, judgments of enemies to create identity crisis, to generate confusion about your worth, to manufacture doubt about your value. But every attack on your identity ended up protecting your identity by forcing you to discover who you really are beyond others' opinions, what you're truly called to beyond others' expectations, who you're meant to become beyond others' limitations. Those identity attacks that confused you temporarily actually protected your identity permanently, by compelling you to find your identity in God rather than people, in truth rather than opinion, in destiny rather than history. The devil attacked your identity intending to destroy your sense of self, but ended up protecting your identity by forcing you to root it in unchanging divine truth rather than changing human opinion. Let me tell you what the devil is experiencing now as he realizes his attacks against you didn't destroy you but actually protected you, didn't end you but actually prepared you, didn't eliminate you but actually positioned you. He's experiencing rage. Uncontrollable, consuming, maddening rage. His best attacks not only failed to destroy you but actually strengthened you. His most strategic schemes not only didn't end you but actually protected you. His most elaborate plans not only failed to eliminate you but actually positioned you. This isn't just failure, this is reversal, this isn't just defeat, this is transformation, this isn't just loss, this is divine mockery of demonic effort. The devil threw everything at you, and everything he threw became something that helped you rather than harmed you, built you rather than broke you, elevated you rather than eliminated you. He's realizing now that every attack he launched gave God opportunity to demonstrate that divine sovereignty can convert any attack into advantage, transform any scheme into strategy, redirect any plan for evil into protection for good. The devil's attacks became God's tools. The devil's schemes became God's strategies. The devil's plans became God's protection. He's experiencing frustration. Every attack he launches against you backfires. Every scheme he orchestrates benefits you. Every plan he executes protects you from worse things he didn't even anticipate. He cannot win. He cannot succeed. He cannot destroy you, not because you're too strong for him, but because God is converting his attacks into your armor, his schemes into your strategy, his plans into your protection. The devil is learning what every enemy of the chosen eventually learns. You cannot successfully attack someone God is determined to protect, develop, position for purpose. He's experiencing fear because if his attacks against you ended up protecting you, if his schemes designed to end you actually positioned you, if his plans for your destruction became your development, then what happens when you fully step into your destiny? What occurs when you completely walk into your purpose? What manifests when you totally fulfill your calling? The devil recognizes that you emerging from his attacks stronger, wiser, more equipped means you're now more dangerous to his kingdom than you were before he attacked you, more threatening to his agenda than you were before he schemed against you, more powerful against his plans than you were before he tried to destroy you. Now let me give you practical wisdom for interpreting your past through this lens of demonic attacks becoming divine protection, for understanding your present in light of this reality, for anticipating your future with this confidence. First, reframe your past pain. Every painful experience where the devil attacked you was simultaneously a protective experience where God used that attack to protect you from worse things, prepare you for greater things, position you for better things. That betrayal protected you. That loss positioned you. That crisis prepared you. Stop viewing your past only through lens of what was done to you. Start viewing your past also through lens of what you were protected from, prepared for, positioned toward. The devil attacked, but God protected. The devil schemed, but God prepared. The devil planned destruction, but God positioned for destiny. Your past wasn't just attacks against you. It was simultaneously protection for you, preparation of you, positioning toward your future. Second, trust your present process. Current attacks against you aren't just attacks. They're simultaneously protection from things you can't see yet, preparation for things you don't know about yet, positioning toward places you haven't reached yet. The devil is attacking now. But God is protecting now, preparing now, positioning now through the very attacks meant to destroy you. What feels like ending is actually beginning. What looks like destruction is actually construction. What seems like elimination is actually preparation. Don't panic in present attacks. Recognize them as opportunities for divine protection to activate, for supernatural preparation to function, for heavenly positioning to operate. The devil means current attacks for evil. God is converting current attacks into protection, preparation, positioning for your good, for your growth, for your destiny unfolding. Third, anticipate your future with confidence. Future attacks will come. The devil hasn't stopped. He won't stop. He can't stop trying to destroy you because your destiny threatens his kingdom too much. Your purpose challenges his agenda too directly. Your calling exposes his schemes too clearly. But every future attack will follow the same pattern as past attacks. The devil will mean them for destruction. God will convert them to protection, to preparation, to positioning. Face your future knowing attacks will come, but also knowing attacks will be converted. The devil will scheme, but God will transform schemes. The devil will plan destruction, but God will redirect plans toward protection. Your future isn't about avoiding attacks. Your future is about knowing attacks will be converted into advantages. Schemes will be transformed into strategies. Plans for evil will be redirected toward protection from worse evil, preparation for greater calling, positioning toward higher destiny. Fourth, forgive quickly and completely. The devil used people to attack you. Those people were real, their choices were real, their harm was real, but holding unforgiveness, binds you to past attacks. Maintains connection to pain that's supposed to teach, then release you. Keeps you focusing on what hurt you rather than what protected you through hurt. Forgive them, not because they deserve forgiveness, because you deserve freedom. Not because what they did was acceptable, because carrying unforgiveness is destructive. Forgiveness doesn't mean what happened was okay. Forgiveness means you recognize the devil used them to attack you, but God used the same attack to protect you, develop you, position you. They were devil's tools for intended destruction. They became God's tools for actual protection. Forgive them. Release them. Free yourself from past so you can fully walk into future God prepared through the very attacks devil launched through those people. Fifth, help others interpret their attacks. Your testimony about how devil's attacks became God's protection is medicine for others still in attacks, still in pain, still interpreting their experiences only as destruction without seeing simultaneous protection, preparation, positioning. Share your story. Tell your testimony. Explain how what tried to end you ended up protecting you. How what aimed to destroy you actually prepared you. How what intended to eliminate you instead positioned you. When others hear how God converted devil's attacks against you into divine protection for you, faith rises that God is doing same for them, that their attacks aren't just attacks but also protection. That their trials aren't just trials but also preparation, that their struggles aren't just struggles but also positioning. Your testimony becomes their hope, your story becomes their faith, your interpretation becomes their perspective that transforms how they survive current attacks. So chosen one, the devil tried to end you with everything he had, every weapon in his arsenal, every scheme in his playbook, every strategy in his domain. He attacked your relationships, but ended up protecting you from toxic people. He attacked your circumstances, but ended up preparing you for destiny. He attacked through isolation, but ended up protecting you from settling. He attacked with shame, but ended up freeing you into authenticity. He attacked with delays, but ended up protecting you from premature arrival. Every attack that was meant to end you ended up protecting you from things that would have genuinely ended you, preparing you for things you're genuinely called to, positioning you toward places you're genuinely meant to reach. The devil tried to end you, but ended up protecting you, not intentionally, but functionally, not willingly, but practically, not knowingly, but effectively. Because God's sovereignty can convert any attack into advantage, transform any scheme into strategy, redirect any demonic plan into divine protection. Walk in this understanding, live in this confidence, operate in this truth. The devil will keep attacking. He has to. Your destiny threatens him. Your purpose challenges him. Your calling exposes him. But every attack will follow same pattern. He'll intend destruction. God will convert to protection. He'll plan elimination. God will transform to preparation. He'll scheme ending. God will redirect to positioning. The devil tried to end you, but ended up protecting you. This is your testimony. This is your reality. This is your truth forever. Every past attack was simultaneously divine protection. Every present attack is simultaneous divine preparation. Every future attack will be simultaneous divine positioning. The devil can't stop attacking, but God won't stop converting attacks into advantages. The devil keeps scheming destruction, but God keeps transforming schemes into protection. The devil continues planning elimination, but God continues redirecting plans toward your destiny. You're protected by the very attacks meant to destroy you. You're prepared through the very schemes meant to end you. You're positioned by the very plans meant to eliminate you. This is divine irony. This is heavenly strategy. This is cosmic sovereignty. The devil tried to end you, but ended up protecting you. And this pattern continues forever. Every attack becomes protection. Every scheme becomes strategy. Every plan for evil becomes positioning for good. The devil tried to end you, but ended up protecting you. This is who you are. This is what you carry. This is how you're covered, protected by attacks, prepared through schemes, positioned by plans meant for destruction but converted to protection. Forever.